Police officers Mario Laksamana, David Manila, and Anthony Kinga sat at the defendant's table again this morning in hopes that Judge Anita Sukola would grant their bail modification request. The officers have spent the last week behind bars following an indictment that accuses them of aiding and abetting prostitution at the Blue House Lounge between 2006 and 2008. The government opposed release, saying the 16 victims in the case are still in fear of intimidation and retaliation.
People contend the defendants in this case are alleged to have used their positions of Guam police officers to intimidate and threaten the victims, ensuring their compliance with co-defendant Cha and their own demands.
The defense contends that none of the veteran officers are a flight risk and will appear at all future court hearings. Additionally, they argue the charges should be thrown out because they contend the Attorney General's office took too long to bring the charges against their clients and failed to ensure their appearance before a judge within 48 hours of their arrest. The government opposes the dismissal, arguing they tried to bring the officers before a magistrate court but were unable to get a transport for them. Manila is being held behind bars on $250,000 bail and faces additional charges of first-degree criminal sexual conduct. He admitted in federal court to paying for a drink and then having sex with a worker in a VIP room. Manila's attorney William Pohl said his client has no means to come up with the $250,000.
Defendant Manila is accused of raping 2 of the victims at the Blue House. The forced prostitution, kidnapping, and the felonious restraint was all accomplished through the defendant's threats.
Judge Sukola said she weighed the defendant's arguments with what the law requires in ensuring defendants will appear for hearings and that their release will not endanger the safety of others.
The court finds enough information at this time to deny defendant Manila's bail modification. The court is extremely concerned given the nature of the offenses, the allegations therein, and the testimony of Officer Volta relative to the safety of the victims.
Testimony was provided earlier this week that indicated that the victims, 9 of whom still reside on Guam, are living in fear of intimidation and retaliation.
The court is extremely concerned that the safety of the community is here at risk, and more specifically, the alleged victims in this case. And for these reasons, the court is denying your request.
The ruling applied to co-defendants Kinga and Laksamana as well. The judge said the defense could file additional motions for release should they be able to show the court that their client's release will not impact the safety of the victims. Sukola adding that the set bail amounts were the least onerous. Blue House owner Song Ja Cha, meanwhile, is scheduled to answer to the criminal charges handed down in the superseding indictment next Monday. The court has been unable to secure a Korean interpreter for her arraignment, which is now set for Monday. The officers are also scheduled to return at that time when the court will hear the defense motions to dismiss.